my biggest risk is the importation of hay into our area that has been grown elsewhere that contains GMO seeds in the alfalfa. Because those seeds can then germinate, grow the seeds, produce the pollen, and cross-contaminate with mine. Because Owl Creek has no water, very limited water, nobody tills up their fields and plants alfalfa, especially not expensive GMO alfalfa seeds, because they just can't afford to do that. There's no guarantee that it'll grow because there may not be any water to get it to germinate. So I don't have a threat from it right here in this valley. As long as my dam never holds water, we're in good shape. So I'm thankful that the dam doesn't hold water. It's a beautiful dam. You should maybe go up and see it, but it's a huge, Anchor Dam is just, a massively huge dam with nothing behind it. But a couple of sinkholes and a puddle. And I am thankful all the time for that. Because otherwise, yes, up and down this valley, if it had that kind of water, there would be GMO corn, BT corn would be planted all over, sugar beets, and lots of alfalfa. So it's a saving grace that they can't contaminate me with most of their stuff. But yeah, I do now have a risk of the alfalfa, and we do save our own seed, and we plant our alfalfa seed, and if it gets too contaminated in the area, then I'm at risk. But I'm probably not big enough for them to bother with. You know, they just look at me and I'm bankrupt. I mean, they don't have to go to war. You know, it's just
I'm gonna miss you when you go to.
not something that they're going to have to. They need somebody a little bigger than me. They want somebody that will scare their neighbors, and I'm not sure that they figure if the Beckers go down that we're going to scare anybody. So.
Can you, so going back to Monsanto, can you go, like you said that one
Mom,
of his,
I found a great stick.
you said that one of the, like the vice president became the, like, something for the government for,
Yeah, and I don't have the trail right here with me to be able to give you this stuff, but if you get online and you look it up, you can find exactly who's tied in with who and how. But over the course of several administrations, the FDA has been run and organized, or CEO'd, basically. I mean, it's not a CEO position, but it's basically turning into that. It's been
That's gonna be great.
Hope you can edit that.
It's like the most perfect
The bag
packet.
All right,
Hackett, turn your head a little.
that's enough.
Whack whack. Oh wow, my hands are full.
Yeah, all right. Go color, boy.
I'm gonna.
Go color.
Go ahead.
Hail. I love you all.
We love you too, Hackett. Sweet to the point of sugar. So the government and the corporations, like I said before, have married together, and Monsanto makes sure that their boys are in the middle of the mix. And so you've got, the regulating company that or the regulating part of our government that controls all our food, run by the once again the wolf is guarding the chicken house. It's just ridiculous. So it's funny because the Department of Ag is schizophrenic. On the one hand, it's trying to control everything. It's trying to get the GMOs accepted. I mean, GMOs have been considered to be as I'm losing the actual term, but the considered to be safe and natural without any real study behind it. Monsanto did a few studies. they don't share those with anybody. The FDA doesn't get a copy of those. The GMO industry says, yeah, we studied it, we think it's great, there's no problems here, sign off on it. And that's what happens. They are requested to turn in their data, but there is no law, there is no regulation, there is no have to, and so they don't. And they don't share their studies with any independent outside groups either.
And how do we find out as consumers what contains GMOs when we go to the grocery store? How do we know what to look for?
Basically anything that has corn in it, unless it is organic, okay? If something has organic listed on the label, it is a potential for having GMOs in it. If it has corn on the label or corn syrup on the label, and it doesn't say organic, you're 99% chances of getting organic. If it says sugar on the label and it doesn't say cane sugar, you're also greatly at risk. If it says canola or soy, you're pretty sure also. So soy, canola, corn, anything with corn, the sugar beets. There's also some zucchini, some yellow squash, papaya that have been genetically modified. The cane sugar has not been, because the cane industry refused to go with the genetic cane varieties that they did come up with because of fear of not being able to export to other countries. There are so many other countries that have rejected, I think there's like 55 countries that have rejected taking on GMOs. And because the cane industry exports to so many of those countries, they didn't want to have to worry about a cross-contamination or having GMOs in their system. So the cane sugar has still been safe from that mix. So when you go to the grocery store, there's actually a website, if you type in the Non-GMO Project, that gives a list of companies that have vowed to be GMO free. And they give a list of their products and labels and stuff, and so you can go in and look for those products. You can go in and buy anything that's got organic on the label. Once again, the nutrient value of your organic food may not be as high as you would like it to be, but it's not been polluted with as much contamination as other stuff. And and there is something to be said for that. I mean, if you're eating herbicides and pesticides every day, it's not good for your body. And so spending a little more on a label that says organic, what's that worth? It's worth your health.